Hey guys, it's Emilio with the Roundtable Real Estate Simplified, and right now we're talking about first-time home seller tips. Now listen, everybody always talks about first-time home buyers, but what about you first-time home sellers? What do you do? Who do you hire? How do you do it? How do you get through it? What do you do when you have to sell and then move? All these questions answered right now, so stay tuned. Listen. Number one, okay, your personal home valuation is going to be different than a fair market value. So make sure that you hire a reputable agent in your market that sells a ton of real estate near you that can give you a fair market price. Okay, now keep in mind it may be different than something that you see online, because this takes into several factors that online stuff doesn't, like foreclosures, short sales, properties that will not bring your value up, or maybe properties that were valued a bit too high that had a completely updated kitchen and bathroom, and maybe your home does not. So make sure you hire that correct professional. You can go to some different websites to find them, or you can contact us directly. We do sell a lot of real estate, most likely in your area, in all 39 municipalities in the state. You can actually go ahead and go to the roundtableradio.com, click the contact section. Now, number two, guys, your first 2 weeks on market are the most important by far, okay? Because that's when all the traffic comes in. Now, I always say, would you ever go to an empty restaurant? Basically a restaurant with no cars in the parking lot. No, you wouldn't if you were going to find a place to eat. So why are buyers going to go and look at your house if no one else is looking at it in a market like this where there's more buyers than sellers out there? I want you to keep that in mind. So pricing your property appropriately will make sure you do so. Now, number three, you can price your property however you would like, obviously, but again, you won't get the traffic. And two, if you do get a buyer and they come in at a crazy offer, the home is probably not going to appraise. So keep in mind that the bank has a number on your house, and that the house has to appraise in order to move forward. So there's a ton of tips on here that I'm not able to get to, but I'm going to give you this last tip on here, and it's basically, what do you do? Oh my God, what do? I want to buy this house, but my house is on the market. Now, there's two different scenarios, okay? One scenario is that your home is not pending yet, okay? So what you do is you fill out something dubbed the Hubbard Clause. Your real estate agent is going to know what that is, and it basically allows you time, about 60 days or whatever your agent and the seller's agent negotiate when selling your house and buying one. It gives you about 60 days on average to sell your property. Now, basically, if that listing that you want to buy has a buyer coming in, you have to, with another offer that they accept, you will then get between 24 and 72 hours, we've seen, to go ahead and either obtain the financing, the cash, or to put your house in purchase and sales agreement before they can give that property to the other buyer. I know it's kind of confusing. If you have questions on that, go to the roundtableradio.com, click the contact section, or if you have an agent, please ask your agent, okay? And the other part of that scenario is your house is locked up and pending with a buyer. So you're selling your house, you have a buyer on there, and you want to buy this other house. Make sure under Section 23 of the Purchase and Sales Agreement, under additional provisions, make sure that your agent sticks in there subject to a successful closing of, and then your address. That is vital. Guys, stay tuned every week, Sundays, 10 a.m. on Newsradio 920 and iHeartradio, streaming WHJJ and the roundtableradio.com for the best real estate info in the state.